Hello everyone, today I will be participating in a 1v1 match hosted by Los Champs. I will leave their links in the description. It's a best of 5 match. Let's get into the video.
Welcome. LOS Champs is live back again on the Friday. 3 games tonight. How is everybody doing, man? I'm your host, Money Magic, and again, Cake, oh my lord, the voice is already acting up. He's talking, you guys can't hear him, but I can assure you I need my medication. But part of my prescription, part of what helps me get through this is a little bit of help. Ladies and gentlemen, from last week, we're pleased to have back Blakos again. He's here to give us more of that insight. So, yeah, Blake, how you doing, buddy?
I am not doing too bad. I feel more awake than I did last time. So
Oh, we got business to get down to, Blake. Game one, Blade Wave Mystic versus Team Frenzy NA. Had to put that in there.
yeah,
Week
hold
five
up.
for these teams. The 1v1 type variety, the flavor is tier 6. So pretty good stuff going to be happening here. I'm looking for a lot of control, a lot of just your basic one stuff, man. Blake, if you can agree with me here or beg to disagree, the challenges have to be good. That presence on the ball is going to be one of the most important things for these two players.
Ones is one of the hardest game modes, and especially for me because I like blaming my teammates. Obviously, the only person that I can blame in a ones match is myself. Which I don't really like doing because I don't believe it was my fault. I blame the game. But you got to make sure you're not committing yourself too much, keeping the boost, having as much control on the ball as you can. Both of these teams, I did do my research, Money. I am starting to do my research. Both of these teams last week did come off of losing. One was a 3-0 and one was a 3-1, so they were pretty significant defeats. So I'll just pull them up to tell you which one was which. Frenzy lost 3-1 and Blade Wave lost 3-0. So should be quite an interesting game. Both of these teams looking for a bounce back. Of course, Blade Wave, that would have been their first defeat. Team Frenzy, they are now on their 2-2, or they're now on 2-2. Oh, my twin brother having a go at me again. What a shock. Nah, but it should be a good game.
As always, man, one thing we've come to expect in LOS specific, I always like to see the good stuff. We get the best dang games. Like, there's many leagues, but there's only one LOS. There's only one set of type of games that happen, and they're the best type for us. We get the best players, we get the best matches. We've got, in my opinion, the best casters. But I might be a little conceited in saying that. Don't hate me. But Blake, I like what you brought up there. That boost management. The boost management is going to be the biggest key factor here as well. It's that presence on the ball, boost management to include stealing your opponent's boost when that opportunity arises. Boost is life, and life is boost here in Rocket League. And if you don't have boost, you don't have much of a threat on that ball and or net, man. So we got everybody in here. I think it's about time we stop kicking this can down the road.
We
And
don't actually have everyone in here because we've got me. So at the moment,
oh,
it's me, you, Cake, and KrystaliZe. We're waiting on one more.
wait, what? Who did I misread? I read your name. That's insane. Blake,
I
you're playing
know.
ones.
I'm playing. I'm playing ones, 2 tiers above my ones rank, and on NA servers. Yeah, that sounds about
Hey,
right.
sounds an awful lot like complaining, Blake. It's fine.
It's
We'll
alright.
allow it.
It's alright, money. I beat
Um,
you on NA servers last week, so
I got the welcome sent out there. The GLHF has been thrown in, and now you wait. First player to break the seal. Who's going to be the first to do it, man? It's always a little bit of a waiting game, a mind game. It's like nobody wants to be the first to press that button. Oh my God, Panda, you're amazing. It's Panda this week. He's going to break the seal for us here, representing our team Frenzy. We got Blade Wave Mystic, KrystaliZe on the field as well. Game number one. Just need the timer. Where are you at? Rocket League's broken too. All right, it's there. It works. Ladies and gentlemen, game number one is live. First kickoff Got to be fairly neutral on that touch. Mid there. KrystaliZe goes for a touch, but Panda's going to take that one back to the corner. Good 50s coming out. A lot of really close ball work right now. And just kind of the stuff we were talking about, that important bit. Look at the positioning, the absolute just patience. Looking for that time to strike, man. This is good work there for Panda as well. Nice challenge. Counter attack all the way. Nicely done.
First strike goes to Mr. Panda. Does well to steal it off of KrystaliZe. KrystaliZe, this is what we were talking about. Low boost. Might have had control. JugPanda easily took it off, and KrystaliZe could not make it back. And Mr. JugPanda will be first to strike, and it looks like it's a good kickoff as well, but KrystaliZe does deal with it.
Ooh. It's a nice charge downfield, a good touch towards the net. Always a threatening one to have, a little bit more needed. Think of a bit of a fake challenge on that wall, slows it down, looks for the fake 50, and then takes the real one, pinches out and up to the ceiling and rolls out towards the blue half. Good catch. Panda waiting close, really cutting off space, just trying to push and just sort of like sectionalize, herd, right? Where they're trying to push the opponent away from their net and get control of that ball, use the corners to their advantage. You can hear a lot of corner work, a little bit of the tap on the dribble and the shuffle and jumble, as I like to call it. Panda's gonna find an opening though, and in a bit of explosive speed, and just that nice touch of power on that final touch, gets himself his second one at 353.
JugPanda will not be upset at that, taking a 2-goal lead, just over a minute played so far. Having a brace, especially good early on, will help you get in the right mindset, help build the confidence, and hopefully KrystaliZe, this confidence doesn't get knocked by this first minute, and we see a little bit of a bounce back, because I always like even games. I'm never biased towards anyone, but JugPanda will stick it over KrystaliZe, who for the third time has been found out on low boost. And this is exactly what we were talking about.
I mean, we were saying boost is life and life is boost in this game we call Rocket League, and it's a really tough position to be in. Panda has very shown multiple times now that they are very good at that explosive speed. Nicely done, KrystaliZe, as I'm talking up Panda. You can see a kickoff. Nicely done. Big dominating touch there for it. And a nice cleanup on the board now within 2. The lead down by 1. Still that cushion goal, the go-ahead we like to call it. Your game of ones, typically high-scoring bit of theatrics go on here. What I was saying is, Panda has proven himself multiple times to be a very confident shot and able to get that ball downfield very fast, and a change in energy is the big key here. Goes from that slow to medium pace to a blistering one in what seems like no time at all. And you saw the kickoffs there from KrystaliZe absolutely working their magic as well. So a bit of a back and forth battle. Nice demo, opens up that field, opens up the space in front of them. They got the boost, they've got the ball, they've got plenty of time. Panda's finding their way up the field now. One fake challenge down. This one's going to be a shot, though. Has to be there. Nicely done for the save. Well read.
Little bit, the intensity and the pace has definitely slowed down a little bit. You feel like both teams just feeling each other out. Neither team want to overcommit too much, put themselves in a position where they play could be capitalized. Pogo attempts there by Panda. KrystaliZe will pick it up, but JugPanda now, a little bit of shadow defense, and it's good patience by KrystaliZe. But it's opportunities like this now. Air dribble off the corner, takes it over the top. Will put it in the back of the net.
Nicely done. The control, you can see there, like, KrystaliZe not down and out by any means necessary. Pulled out a nice kickoff, and then just now pulled out a nice air dribble from that corner to the back of the net. Now within 1, 10 seconds past halftime, game at number 1. I said game number 1. We got the gains in here apparently. Little bit of a bump attempt and a demo in the eyes of KrystaliZe, but no contact onto which. Panda's got to work a little bit here. KrystaliZe in a good spot. Panda's going to get some distance once that corner, but he's got to get back quickly. That's a big flick, and it's got power behind it too. In the net, 3-3. What a shot.
KrystaliZe been given all the space and enough boost. Just flicks it over the top. Panda tries to challenge early, but it's not good enough. And we are back to a level game. Just over 2 minutes remaining. And ones is a very, very volatile game mode. Anything can happen in ones.
Just a little bit of a miss boost, a little bit of just one mistouch can just result in the absolute pain. As you can see there, the pain is be for Panda to deliver this time around. You see a little bit of the bump. That one just did not come through for KrystaliZe. Panda gets on that ball and just in it goes, man. That one mistouch, as I was talking about it, in this case, it was a bit of a bump that was the touch that was missed. You saw the contact, but no real push was given onto that one. A fake kickoff is a bit of change of pace, though. We do like to see the players shuffle up the tactics a little bit. The fake does give the player a good possessive work on it right off the kickoff if they do it correctly. Ground double, not quite. Crossbar, KrystaliZe a touch, control in the corner, but the Panda has stolen that boost. Maybe doesn't know KrystaliZe is sitting on about 75. No, sir, not aware at all. And the shot is going to go blazing by, but find that self left post and out. Very, very lucky there for Panda for that ball to be just so off. I like what they're doing with the stealing of that boost, Blake. But man, definitely miscalculated in my eyes that KrystaliZe was sitting on a lot more boost than they thought they were.
KrystaliZe did very, very well to mask the amount of boost that they were on as well. Playing slowly, making Panda think that maybe they was on low, not giving away any information, then using it all when it was absolutely necessary, and it didn't take long, but it did materialize into a goal, and it's a kickoff straight away. But KrystaliZe opting not to go for ball but boost this time does get back to make the save though.
Bit of a tit for tat, back for back. You go for fake, I go for fake. We're gonna see a lot more of that as it's gonna go. What a save, nicely done. Panda getting there just in that nick of time. Good use of boost there. He's got to be backwards. Got to be careful in this challenge. KrystaliZe a very physical player from the times I've casted them, so got to be careful in that regard. 4-4, all tied up. Getting down to the last 35 seconds here of game number one. This could be huge for Panda, and KrystaliZe knows it as he goes the distance. Pinch and not in. Oh no! Tragedy has struck Panda. KrystaliZe is going to get themselves back there. They did accept defeat on that attempt, but they're not going to let him try twice. Not going to let him get away with that one. 13 seconds, one goal is all it can take. Tied up 4-4, popping it around up the air. Panda has to take a catch here. In the just side of the car it goes. Up, full field air dribble. Will he go the distance? Leaving that ball there. Oh, nicely done into overtime, Blake.
KrystaliZe could have easily lost this game. Sat on the other side, put a lot of faith in JugPanda to score that, and we all know what the hardest shot in Rocket League is. But I will not say it because I'm no saint when it comes to an open net either. But KrystaliZe right now starts a bounce dribble, gets dangerous. Panda does well with the challenge. But coming towards the end of that game, I'm pretty sure everyone who was watching thought that Panda was going to be the victor, and smashes it over KrystaliZe, and it does look like Team Frenzy N8 with JugPanda will take game number one.
30 seconds of overtime and 9 goals between both parties happening here in a 5-4 split going to Team Frenzies. You heard Blake talking about a very overall well-played game of ones. You can see a one-shot difference, entirely 3 saves mark the difference there. A little bit different in the defensive department. You saw just early on, it was a confident shot taking of Panda early on in game number one. That was the biggest issue.
A dragon has to be here if they've readied up, no?
Oh. Security.
I'm on it.
But game one only takes 3, only need 3 to win out of the 5 total available. 1 down, plenty to go. Man, it's going to be good stuff. You saw there what I was saying, the confident shot taking of Panda versus the explosiveness of KrystaliZe. That is the match we're looking at so far. Man, it could not be 2 totally different worlds. Confident shooting from anywhere and explosive energy and popping in some of the mechs. I mean, it's going to be a good series, man. I hope you guys are excited just as much as I am. On to game number 2. Spectate button. I don't want to do what I've done before and got made fun of, and that was click a team button. That's I've done it once, Cake. Leave me alone. Like, Only once. One and only one time, guys. Woo. Game number 2 takes us to Forbidden Temple. Absolutely just as far as map goes, man, I think this map's pretty peak, man. Am I alone in thinking that? There we go. Just makes no difference. The same time. Game number 2. Shh. Time clock. There we go. A lot quicker, quick clicker. A lot clicker this time around. We're going to stick and roll with it as we go. No moss on these tires as we get on to game number 2. Plenty of motion in the ocean. What a fake. And good challenge to follow up there. Panda recovering nicely. But KrystaliZe, good demo as well. Thanks for the shot there. Ooh, it's going to be off. But man, Panda getting that save either way you look at it. KrystaliZe really turning up that physicality right now. 2 demos in what seems like no time at all. Off the ceiling. Thanks for this one. Controls it down. Doesn't like the shot opportunity the first fake one. A little bit of the pinchy, but Panda is not going to let this one happen. Dodges one more bump. Thanks for this touch. Over the top of KrystaliZe it goes. Sitting on 0. Grabs 100. Cut from Crystal, but no real boost for them. Got to be careful in this position. Panda has shown very much they can shoot from anywhere they want and confidently. And the angles that are available to them are opening up as we find ourselves a little bit more angled towards that backfield to that midfield sort of positioning that they have right now. Angles start to become available. Look at the stall for time, the setup for the cut shot. Good stuff we're seeing right now, Blake.
Yeah, just over a minute. Very rare you don't see a goal in the first minute of a ones match. Usually a kickoff or an overcommit. But Crystal obviously coming off the back of a loss in game number 1 will probably try and play a little bit safer, do the defense and due diligence, but Panda can't quite get that one on target. Panda will not care now though. He will just want to be, or they, I'm not going to assume anything, it's a good flick, but they will just want to be putting on the pressure. Make KrystaliZe shaking their boots a little bit. Ooh. KrystaliZe is the one with the pressure, but it's a really bad 50 for KrystaliZe. It's off the post. And JugPanda will not be complaining about that.
I mean, it's taken us over a minute and a half to get where we're at now, and that's the first goal. What a stalemate that has started there, that first minute and a half, and a little bit over, mind you. Minute 41, rather. But man, it speaks to the volume of adjustment and the volume of different types of pressure that the players are applying right now, and the lessons learned from game number 1 clearly being applied. Look at the stare down happening. Good control, but man, the first to flinch and the first to go would be Panda. He makes the challenge. Good one done all the way there to the opposite side for Team Blade Wave, but they got control of the ball again there. Nice challenge. It's going to be awkward. That's a bicycle goal if I've seen it. Nicely done. Yeah, 253, 1-to-1 is just almost, it seems, as fast as you get the first one, Blake. The second one comes in. It's just kind of back to back.
One's very, very volatile. It's a good 50, and KrystaliZe does put their car in a way where they do manage to get the ball just to sit in front of the net, and JugPanda goes obviously flying away. It was quite funny to watch a little game of cat and mouse as well, a little game of chicken. But it's a good bump by Panda off the post. And KrystaliZe not happy with that one. Typing in the match thread as well, they are definitely not happy.
I can see what the issue is, and it is a connection type of issue. Not the fun type.
Yeah, it's ping problem.
This is absolutely infuriating. Like, I have these problems all too much, so when it happens to other people and whatnot, it just infuriates me. Like, it's just one of those things, man. You need a good server, you need a nice connection, you need good things to happen. When a single touch, a single second, and just the tiniest little differences in a read and touch can make the difference. Like, the Panda's just kind of waiting here, not running up the score line, wanting to give KrystaliZe the best opportunity and the best shake of the stick they can at the game. KrystaliZe is making moves on the ball now. Here's to be here. One. Ooh, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. A little bit of the game of cat and mouse, as Blake calls it. Looking to bait each other in, bait each other out. Now we're back to speed. Back at pace there. Goes from 0 to hero in about a near moment. Control from them. Ooh, there we go. A bit of the pit maneuver coming out. That's an illegal move, sir, but we'll allow it this time around. Here we go. Touch. Good defense from Panda. KrystaliZe waiting in a spot. Panda's going to use a bit of boost, try to get it around. They're sitting on nears, makes no difference, no boost. He can't get away from KrystaliZe and gets demoed on the back wall of Blade Wave Mystics half. Control in their hands now, and the goal in their sights. A little bit of the bump dribble happening, or the bump dribble, the bounce dribble, guys. Hey, depending on how you think of it, it's either a bounce or a bump. They're both the same thing, no matter how you want to cut the cake or cut the pie. Cutting cake up today, guys. From the ceiling, nice clear downfield, mid, the bounce, the control from Panda doesn't want to let that one go to KrystaliZe for free, but they stay close to the ball. Looking for the challenge, 100 boost grab, KrystaliZe this time on that low boost. Panda has read the situation correctly. He tried this before, he got the opening now, downfield, up, 1, 2, 3 touches, looks for the bump on the completion, but it's bumped back in the ball. And man, what a turn of events with a big clear from KrystaliZe downfield, one more to make it in, and wall-to-wall action now. Bit of an air dribble bump attempt. Reading the boost levels nicely. I mean, game 2, it's coming all together. Lag everything. We've got everything and a musty. Blake, can we ask for anything more?
JugPanda, absolute, well, proper mechanical prowess as takes it across the pitch, given all the space. You might as well be in free play. And you know it's a good opportunity when you got cake celebrating in your ears about how good a shot it was.
Once again, you guys can't hear Cake Man, but we can, and he gets excited. He brings a lot of energy to things. You know, like when he gets excited about something, it's a good feeling. 10 seconds, 3-1, 2 goals, and a bit of a runaway. There we go, JugPanda, the 4th one for them, a 3-goal differential. Man, game 2 looking to really go in the way and in the favor of Team Frenzy right now. So 7 seconds. They're going to take their second one here in my prediction at this point with 7 seconds and 3 goals. I mean, it's not impossible. We've seen KrystaliZe pull out some really big kickoff moments. So it's going to be Panda for the 5th one, though. And
I was looking at the channel points at submissions, money, and me and you both put channel points on Blade Wave.
Hey man,
and we're going against no one.
Hey, I put it on whatever team is on the left, like on the prediction thing. That's how I've always done it.
we're going against no one, so we're about to lose 8,000. Well, potentially, assuming that Team Frenzy can keep this up. Could potentially lose 8,000 channel points to thin ass.
Oh well. You win some, you lose some. And win some, Team Frenzy has for the second game. Now 2-0 in the series. Needs one more. The best of 5 and not the longest of series of ways that things go. The best of 7, the rights to reserve for that are for that one and that one alone. Don't worry, we'll get there. The 5-1. Big difference this time around. I like that the space was given early on in the game to kind of compensate for the lagging issues and whatnot. Not just running up the scoreboard just because you can, right? So good sportsmanship there out of Panda. Always appreciate that. That's something that is very common in the LOS champs circuits as well. Lots of good sportsmanship. There's going to be a couple bad actors here and there. I'm sure everybody's had their specific kind of interactions with people, whatnot, but by far, I'd say the vast majority of players here in LOS Champs, the best place to be for this type of Rocket League and gameplay, you know, they're graceful winners and graceful losers for the most part, man. So, like, what do you like to see?
I do think I said this last time, but North America is a much different place to Europe. So obviously, I'm not going to insult anyone being 130 over this side of the pond. I think everyone's in, so let me send a message in the match thread. But yeah, obviously the nice and respectful. I think, but especially being on the LOS champ stream, they want to show a little bit of class at the same time. Oh, they've already started, so I didn't even realize. But yeah,
I let him know to go ahead and go from then on. Oh, there we go. Game 3 is going to start off with Fire and Fury from KrystaliZe. Almost the same kickoff that got the big goal in the prior games, man. Like, nicely done. A kickoff goal in the first 4 seconds. It's going to tell them quite a bit of information. And that information is what you're doing is working right there. Bit of a wave dash kickoff you see as well. Good control around the world. Want to line it up, but it's a little too far to the side. A good attempt nonetheless. It's a bit awkward though. Nice bait. You know what? I take it back. I see the vision. I see what KrystaliZe was putting together, and they have cooked up a second one fresh off the oven. A little bit of a bait on the back wall to bring their opponent in. Panda tries to get back to it, but the touch is to the side post, but it's just going to be on the inside of that one and makes that one go in for KrystaliZe here for Blade Wave.
This is exactly the style KrystaliZe would have wanted. Oh, it's a fake kickoff, but it is read by KrystaliZe. And KrystaliZe doing absolutely everything in their power at the moment to try and stay ahead. Obviously, this is on their series life. This will put both teams on total, I believe, on 3-2. JugPanda almost reads that off the ceiling. KrystaliZe just slowing it down now. They're doing exactly what they need to do. Big flick, forces a save, making JugPanda use boost but still not have control. And I like this play from KrystaliZe.
I mean, it's all about right now keeping big pressure, keeping that lead, and affording no opportunity to your opponent, even if it results in chasing them off that ball to get around for it yourself. I mean, a lot of good things are happening right now. Definitely a different KrystaliZe than we've seen the past two games. Really talking them up right now, but I mean, we kind of have to at this point. You see the vast difference, the almost complete phase shift in terms of the way they're doing things, and it's working out for them really well. Panda looks to have to work a bit harder than they have in the past couple of games. A lot of shot opportunities, a couple goals have been in, but man, lots of good stuff happening. Panda is gonna find himself an opening. Around he makes it, breaks the trance of the just absolute sleepless chase that KrystaliZe was having on them there. They are able to make some distance. Not a goal comes of it, but shows that they're not going to be put into fear and not going to be kept away from their objective forever as they get the first one in for themselves on the board, 2-1. That's just a nice clean shot, Blake.
And completely taking advantage of the opening they were given. KrystaliZe, one opportunity where they're not on the ball. They've had the majority of possession so far in this game. And you see even the kickoffs are going their way and they're keeping the ball nice and close, but they let the ball off once, and we know what JugPanda can do. But KrystaliZe with the immediate dunk on JugPanda off this, gets the flip reset, I believe. Yeah, they did. Uses it for the wave dash on the floor, accelerates themselves into that ball, and once again, 2-goal lead.
And not looking to give it up. We call it the go-ahead for a reason. You're allowed to have an unsavory moment, and a good kickoff for Panda could spell danger right now, but it's a good touch to the side. 100 boost collected, a race to the corner. Panda grabs it off his own back wall. Big touch. KrystaliZe threatening the demo and making Panda work quickly, hoping to get kind of a raw touch out of them, not the calculated one that Panda's very much wanting to get out. It's a bit of a bump. Nicely done, tripping him up, and a little bit of that bumpy as I like to call it. See, nice touch from KrystaliZe, good power on, and there's the trip up we were talking about. It's going to result in the fourth one and 3-goal differential now.
It's a complete shift in play style from KrystaliZe, and Panda can't seem to adapt. And KrystaliZe want to be keeping this up. At the moment, it's working for them, so all they can hope is, well, I was about to say at the moment it's working. Forces a really good save out of Panda, who's low boost, does manage to get the corner. But KrystaliZe, possession-wise, absolutely dominating Panda, and Panda cannot keep up here in game number 3. So far, we're just past halfway though.
Past halfway of game number 3, and definitely looking at 3-goal differential as we sit. Good challenges, there we go. That's the kind of stuff that Panda's been looking for. The solid touch, the big 50s, openings, but KrystaliZe, the demo, not giving up an inch right now. A goal has gone in for Panda, but a second one is not in the cards right now. Another shot comes off from KrystaliZe, the left side, the back wall, and back out. It comes to their hands again, 23 boosts out of the corner. Look at the wave dashes coming out. Good use of mechanics to get some recoveries going in. Panda, this could be the space they're looking for. They're set up. They've got a shot opportunity here. There it is. They rip it. They let it go. And KrystaliZe, a nice save. Their own back wall in use. Again, look at this. Now Panda's in control. And Panda is not one to be taken lightly with, and he has a shot in his sights. Right side of that net seems to be the favor for him this game here, Blake.
Panda sniping that corner completely out of KrystaliZe's reach, who was on low boost anyway. Panda once again brings it back within 2, and it seems like we're building a little bit of a theme here in this game. Sort of one goes forward, the other one comes back, and JugPanda will want to look to try and get it beyond to the 2 goals, obviously bring it back to level and try and go ahead, but KrystaliZe is still doing exactly what they need to, trying to shut down the play early. A bit of an overcommit, or a bit is a little bit generous, as it was a massive overcommit, giving them open net for Panda, and Panda's within 1, and this game could flip on its head.
63 seconds, and Panda's found a way around the relentless pressure that KrystaliZe was putting on through a little bit of an overcommit there, as Blake was talking about. Just got to be able to put that one on target afterwards. Just get the control. You got the time. You got the space. A very dead neutral kickoff. Both players are literally playing on pretty much fumes right now. And wow, nice shot from KrystaliZe. Getting it back there. As you said, the tune right now, the just absolute rhythm, the theme, whatever you want to call it. One scores, the other one, it's just tit for tat motions right now, Blake.
Yeah, exactly that. In that situation, it was who's going to make the first mistake. And JugPanda was the one who bit first. Saw a little bit of a move by KrystaliZe. And KrystaliZe will score another kickoff goal, extends that lead to 3. We still got 51 seconds, so this game's not over. But it looks like KrystaliZe doing everything that they can to try and kill the game dead here.
I mean, man, it's definitely huge right now. The pressure that is being put on to Panda is enormous. They're sitting on a 2-goal or a 2-game lead right now. Just need one more for the series. But KrystaliZe is making it anything but easy for them. Here we go. Another one off the ceiling. This one much better done. And out of the corner now. It doesn't bounce out for them, so a bit more time and boost and a little bit of space usage is going to be there. Return to the favor and a bit of flipping the script in terms of who is going to get onto who and demo them. And this time it was Panda, clears the space, but KrystaliZe comes out like an absolute shot out of the corner to an immediate challenge. A little bit of a miscalculation there on the recovery, though, and Panda's going to walk away with one for himself. Within 2 now at 14. That's 1 goal every 7 seconds just to get us tied without the overtime. But that's what they're looking for right now, Blake, if they don't want this series to go any further. And right now, very treacherous waters, if I say so myself, seeing the very invigorated KrystaliZe just going at this ball in this game right now. I don't know if I would want to play another game against them in this series.
JugPanda just making sure not to miss that open net to score the goal. Misses the one off there, and KrystaliZe, it definitely does seem like a different player. It's completely flipped on its head now. It's 2-1, and you think the momentum is going to be with KrystaliZe. JugPanda is now the one who's got to change something. JugPanda's strategy not working how they want. And KrystaliZe, I'm not sure, but they flipped a switch somewhere, and it seems to all come together.
I mean, game 2 to game 3, absolute phase shift, as I call it, right? And you can see the shot advantage residing with KrystaliZe. The 2-goal lead, obviously, as you see as well. The saves do remain with Frenzy, but you do kind of expect that when a player has had to be on the defense, like Panda did in game number 3, you expect them to kind of have that defensive kind of advantage in terms of the save numbers. But man, definitely, as you mentioned, momentum is a big factor here. And coming into this game number 4, getting their first win in the series, now a 2-1 series right now, still favoring Team Frenzy, but a very much invigorated, revitalized, and very aggressive Blade Wave Mystic have joined us in the arena. So another game has to get played. I'm not sure if I would want to be in the seat right now that Panda has to sit in. Got to make some adjustments coming off of the heels of game 3, because, man, a win like that is going to just absolutely embolden your opponent coming out of there and coming out of 2-0, now 2-1, off just a big game for them, nearly the entire 5 minutes belonging to them. I mean, got to be careful in this position, Blake.
He's been given an opportunity, which is exactly what they would want at the moment. KrystaliZe got given an opening. Panda showed the door. KrystaliZe was like, thank you very much, walked straight through it, took it with open arms, and now they'll have to, well, we'll see what happens as the squad doesn't take very long for the first goal to go in here in game number 4. This JugPanda gets the bounce dribble and smashes it over the top of KrystaliZe. It's too fast to make the save. 7 seconds, that's all that one took.
I mean, the first goal in 7 seconds off a nice bit of the bounce off the wall to just an instant shot. That could be the difference he wants to make here. Stick to his roots, stick to what he's good at. That's a fake and a half. Nicely done. Jesus, good, well done.
Yes.
Man, I love my fakes and I love my demo plays. I'm over here grinning ear to ear right now. Nicely done.
Saying
But that could be the difference he's trying to make, man. Like, just avoid the challenges entirely and just fire off them as quickly and accurately as possible. That can very well be the strategy.
KrystaliZe knew exactly what was happening. As soon as they hit the back wall, they hit the brakes, they froze. Although they did that last time and JugPanda didn't get it on target, but full faith was handed to Panda once again by KrystaliZe. But Panda does not let them down this time. A little bit of shadow defense from Panda. Does want to get it over to the sidewall, but would now have boost and ball control, which is what they want. That is not the touch they wanted, though.
Ooh. Bumpy happening in the corner is going to make both players a bit awkward. Fake challenge from Panda. KrystaliZe does go by. Looks there, fakes the flick and tries to let it roll in, but nicely read by KrystaliZe. Now they're on the ball. They're on here now, looking to make a shot opportunity, but they're going to be hounded by Panda. Ringing around the Rosie they go, and using a lot of speed on target. Panda 3-0 right now, showing that game 3, wanting to prove was a fluke for them. And there's no better way to do that than to come on and out as strong as they have so far. 3 goals to, as you would say, 0 in 3:51 of time left. Very neutral kickoff, sidewall pass back to the midfield, and Panda's going to be the first to strike on it, and it's going to be a nice shot. Looks for the completion, but 50'd off by KrystaliZe. Nice save. Good use and not giving up on the play. Nonetheless, looks for the bump, chasing him down. Look at them go, and Panda's going to break the chase around, control the ball, looks for the flick, puts one on target, and KrystaliZe nicely done, just outside that top right 90. Back and forth right now. Both players really taking turns, just kind of throwing at each other's net. And who's going to be the first to miss is going to be the big one here. There's KrystaliZe coming in, big power, big speed, and a nice early challenge is going to get rewarded almost immediately with a goal.
People will claim luck when it comes to shots like that, but KrystaliZe puts himself in a really good position, makes the dunk, and you've got to be there to score them. And the KrystaliZe, after being 3 down, will now reduce that deficit to 2. Get the first goal on the board in game number 4. Calm down the nerves, and we'll try and get a second as he dunks it underneath Panda. And KrystaliZe are within 1, and it does not take long in ones.
You can see right now, what I'm noticing, the pattern I'm kind of seeing is ever since game 3, if you let KrystaliZe touch the ball, you're gonna be in for a bad time because they don't miss an opportunity very easily. They're really much on the ball, a very fast player, and capable of really getting that stuff around. But man, if Panda just keeps himself like he does in that regard, in control, those shots are absolutely just criminal levels of power and precision. So it's gonna be up to Panda and KrystaliZe in this regard, whichever side of the fence you're on. They just have to be in possession of the ball at this point because neither player really can deal with each other when the other seems to have possession. Some good 50s and stuff does come out, but more oftentimes than not, when a player gets in possession of the ball, they end up scoring within like the first 1 or 2 tries on that net, Blake. So I mean, very, very dangerous. So we like to notice here, and just volatile, what you like to see and expect from ones all around.
Yeah, the defense is definitely lacking compared to the offense. And you can see that they're making a little bit of some offensive mistakes which are being capitalized on. Goes for the Cuxer pinch, just slams it into the ceiling, basically gives KrystaliZe the ball and just says, hey, here you go, I didn't want it. KrystaliZe takes it to the sky, gets a flip reset. Can't quite get the second touch they wanted, and Panda might have an open net. Oh, drives it right next to the post, probably could have left it. And there was part of me which thought they were going to miss that one as well.
I mean, close to the post, but not making that mistake from last time and kissing it. I mean, it's adjustments, right? We always talk about the adjustments, Blake, and so it's nicely done. Don't waste an opportunity.
No, you never want to give those up because that might be the one opportunity which kills you in the end as KrystaliZe slows it down and slams it in the middle of the goal, making Panda freeze for just a second. That was all that was needed.
And you see there, like you said, freeze for just a moment, the tap of the brakes and the reduction of momentum, and then the power from KrystaliZe. I mean, it's just literally mind games. What is your opponent doing, and what do you want them to do? How do you make your opponent do your bidding and your wishes, right? And that's really what the game of ones comes down to. Boost and make your opponent do what you want them to, and that is through your own control of the ball and situation. A little bit of a missed challenge, but he gets back to it. KrystaliZe goes to the bump. It's going to be an open net for Panda. Again, 3-6 there, a 3 differential, 137, and hey?
KrystaliZe looks like they forfeit the match. But JugPanda is allowed to score as many as they want until the game is over.
Oh my.
By LOS rules.
Oh, he's going to put on a show for us.
Yeah, if there's the only rule that there is against is when the game starts, both players need to be in the match. Once the game started, if KrystaliZe wants to leave, then Panda can do whatever they want. If they want a stat pad, they're allowed to stat pad.
No, they can't.
Hey. A little bit of the we saw a double flip reset Musty coming out. Panda just kind of putting on a little bit of a show for us, showing that he's not just a man of pure shot potential, of power, precision, showing off a little bit of the mechs as well. So look at the control, nicely done. Look at this. I mean, this is just a show for you guys, man. We're just kind of getting here. Cake's taking this time graciously to get the next match set up, set to come on here at 9. But overall, Blake, this series, like I said, it was the clash of the titans, the two play styles, the mainstays of the game. Our precision versus volatility and a little bit of the mechs during the match, man. And can't ask for a better kind of better match, like swinging post to post, going back and forth as it went. This one was really looking like it was going to go for Panda, as it kind of kept that buffer, that 3-goal differential we saw, and just really being just unforgiving in terms of a shot take.
Yeah, Panda's offense was brutal, hard for anyone to defend, and they're giving us a little freestyle show here, just padding their stats like I thought they might eventually, but making the shots look cool so it doesn't feel as bad about it.
Hey man, I'll take a nice off the ceiling to ground pinch any day. Give me another one of them. Give me another one of them flip reset musties. You know, I always like to see cool stuff like this. You know, it's good stuff to see, and I mean, you might as well. You're here, we're here, and I mean, you can do it. Have at it, right?
Yeah.
5 seconds left. It's gonna keep it up for a little bit of the round the world. Nice pop flick, and control again. One for the homies, perhaps. Go, if he's gonna do it. Lost. Oh, there it is. I see what he was trying to do there, helicopter style, but getting away. GG's Team Frenzy, and GG's to Blade Wave as well. Well played from both players, but Frenzy just a bit overcoming in that terms of just, or overpowering in terms of just them shots, man. Like an absolute frenzy, I would say, of shot taking. That is cringe, but we're gonna have it. Slight break before the next match, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here, but don't go far. 9 p.m. Eastern here.